today is my birthday. And I almost recorded a totally normal episode and just like slid that in at the end, like having a birthday is not a big deal, because that's what I do. I keep it moving. I stay focused on what's important and what's useful and how I'm helping my audience. And I don't make a lot of room to be the center of attention. That instinct, like the default toward making myself, decentered so things stay really comfortable, is actually exactly what this episode is about. So today we're doing something different. I'm letting it be my birthday, and I'm inviting you into something that I am doing to celebrate it that maybe some of you will consider stealing for yourself. So welcome back to the Humaning Well podcast. I'm Amber Cabral. Today is Amber Fool's Day, April 1st, my birthday. And I promise that's not a joke. No April Fool's jokes over here. Only Amber Fools. Okay. Amber does the fool on April the 1st. All right. So as many of you know, I've said it many times. I say it all the time in this podcast, and I think a lot of you can relate. This year has been a lot. The last 3 years have been a lot, but this last year has also been a lot. And I've navigated it, to put it really simply, more change than I anticipated. And some of that change I selected, like I chose it for myself. Some of it chose me, and I wish it had not. And one of the things that I've noticed is that when you're living inside of like a lot of uncertainty, your ability to see yourself starts to slip a little bit. When you're in the middle of it, managing everything, adjusting to change, trying to show up no matter what's going on, you kind of like lose access to, this kind of like certain aspect of perspective. You just don't always see the good in you. You feel stretched. But the people around you, the people who are observing you and listening to you and watching how you move, they still can hold a version of you that you may not genuinely be able to see from inside of your own body. And so I got to a point where I just really wanted to understand what people appreciated about me. I wanted to feel it. And I'm not looking for sympathy or advice, but just really being able to connect to the feeling of care that people have for me and giving them a chance to reflect back to me what they actually see. And so that turned into how I'm celebrating my birthday, what I am calling a birthday pour-in. Shout out to my friend Bobby who gave me that name. He's like, "Oh, you want people to pour in?" I'm like, "Yeah." So most folks, when they celebrate their birthday, they have a nice party, maybe dinner, or they take a trip. Some people have a roast, which honestly, I think is hilarious, but I respect it. But what I wanted to do this year was something a little bit different. It's kind of like the opposite of a roast. And so I'm calling it a birthday pour-in. Essentially, I'm going to have a small, intimate gathering of folks that I love and care about, that I know love and care about me. And instead of asking people to roast me, I'm inviting them to share what they love about me, what they value about me, what they appreciate or respect about me, and why they're glad that I'm a part of their life. And they can share that live while they're at the event in person. They can write me a note if they want. The point is, I'm creating an opportunity for people to share what it is that they think is dope or amazing about me. And I'm going to take all of that and put it into my smile file. Now, if you don't know what a smile file is, you can go back to episode 23. It's called Get Grounded, Overwhelmed, and Out of Options. Try this. That episode talks about a smile file and what it is, but to make it really simple, it's a collection of things that people have said about you, whether it's notes or text messages or emails or moments of affirmation or pictures or whatever, recordings, whatever they are. You kind of want to put those all together in your phone somewhere, in a place where you can return to them whenever your own brain is kind of trying to beat you up. Okay. So that you have something to go back to. And this isn't about ego. It's about having somewhere to go when, the self-doubt starts to creep in, when you start to wonder, like, do I suck? Because we all have those moments where you're literally like, do I suck? And so for me, a smile file has been really helpful at reminding me, like, no, not only do you not suck, here's what people think about you. That feels really good. Okay. So for my birthday this year, I'm using this pour-in opportunity to grow my smile file on purpose. We're going to get together. People are going to say wonderful things. I'm going to get to hear them. I'm probably going to cry. I am a little nervous and also looking forward to that. But yeah, it's going to be great. I do want to also say, though, I don't think that the pour-in is just a birthday activity. I think it points to something that a lot of us need to look at. I know I certainly have to look at. The first thing is, receiving is a skill. And I think a lot of us are kind of bad at it. I know I'm bad at it. Being celebrated, genuinely, directly celebrated. Like, don't even sing happy birthday to me at the restaurant. Like, I'm going to crumble. It makes me so uncomfortable. Okay. And it makes me uncomfortable in a way that I don't even really understand. When people are pouring acknowledgement into me, or God forbid somebody wants to give me like some kind of award or something, my body just wants to disappear. Okay. I can't even explain it. I want to just curl up in a little ball and like not be looked at. The feeling is just very overwhelming. I'm not saying that so that y'all can reassure or overwhelm me. I am sharing it because I know that I'm not the only one. And I think that we've kind of gotten to a place where we call that being humble, or like, oh yeah, I don't like to be the center of attention. And that might be part of it. Sometimes maybe that's it. But sometimes I think it's something else. Sometimes I think it's that we maybe don't believe that our presence and impact and value is worth the level of celebration that people are trying to give us, right? And I think that belief, if we never examine it, could sort of limit everything around us. It can put us at a detriment and we don't even know it. I don't even have a clean answer for why I'm wired this way, but what I do know is that I've decided to stop running and letting discomfort take over the show. Second thing I want to talk about is that I also think that we underestimate how much the people in your life are also a resource that you could be underusing. You know, I have a strong network. I have strong friendships. I have great friendships. I have really awesome relationships. And people reach out to me regularly. And for a long time, I've been much better at being the person someone calls than I have been at being the person who calls someone else. Part of this year, part of what Humaning Well keeps asking me to do is practicing what I actually teach y'all, and like not just in a surface way, but like in a real life way. And I can't keep pouring out without creating pathways for things to come back in. That's just how sustainability works. Like, it's got to happen. And I've been ignoring it. Like, I've been a pour out and not a pour in. And so this pour in opportunity lets me create a pathway for people who want to pour into me to do so. And then the third thing is, and this is probably the most important thing, you get a say in how you are celebrated. I designed this experience because I realized that what I really wanted for my birthday was to feel loved and cared about and surrounded by folks who I know appreciate me. And for once, really get to hear and feel the details. You get a say. You get a say in how your life feels. How are you using that say? So since it's my birthday, if you also would like to pour into me or have something you want to share with me, whether it's something about this podcast, something you've observed about me, something that I've taught you, or whatever, I would love for you to go to the link in my show notes, click it, and fill out the form there. Share with me what you want to pour into me. It could be anything. It could be a video. It could be a voice note. It could be a few sentences that you've typed out, whatever you've got. I'm fully expecting to cry. Okay. A little bit nervous and also looking forward to that, but I'm excited to see what some of you may submit. And I'm going to keep the link open until the end of April. So go out there, click it, say all the things. I'm excited. Maybe some of them will be yummy enough for me to share here. Okay. Last thing. Think about where in your own life you can create an opportunity for people to pour into you, whether that's with your own people, whether it's on your birthday, whether it's, I don't know, any day. Honestly, you don't have to wait for a reason, right? You just have to be willing to ask people and invite them to do it, and then be willing to receive it. And I know the second part of that willing to receive, that's the tough part. Do it anyway. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for inspiring me to continue doing this podcast. I'll see you next week.